What's up, guys? It's your girl Matt Cox from MA Couture Crafting, and yes, I am your quilty BFF. And right now, I am eating chocolate cake, drinking water, and about to look at QuiltCon stuff. I figured I would do it live. They just released the schedule, the teachers, all of that, I think, yes, on Tuesday. So I'm like, all right, let's see what we're doing. Let's see what we're talking about. Let's see. And I have not looked at all. The only thing I know is that's not true. I went on Instagram and I kind of looked through all the people who had tagged that they're teaching, and I was trying to get familiar with these people. I don't know who these people are, except for one. One is a friend of mine. I know who she is. She's teaching. That's the only one I know for sure. So we are going to, I don't know, we're going to just check it out and see what happens. What's going on, Annette? What's up, Yasmin? My day has not even gotten started yet, but I'm curious to look at this QuiltCon stuff. I'm curious to go through it. I'm curious to see who's teaching what classes. We'll talk about some tips and tricks about how to attend QuiltCon. What's up, Chris? A few things here and there. I'm just going to be going through the stuff. Nothing super formal, just looking at it and trying to get a understanding of what I want to do, how I want to approach it this year. I've been to QuiltCon at least three times. And so it's kind of like, I think it's kind of like my Super Bowl. I can't figure out if Houston is my Super Bowl or if QuiltCon is my Super Bowl. I don't know. But it's one that I like to get to. QuiltCon is important. And last year it was jam-packed. It was excellent. I'm really happy that I attended. So if you were on the fence about going, I suggest you go. If you were going by yourself and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't have any friends, I don't know what to do, I suggest joining our community. It is called the Pop Quilter Community. You can find it over on my website, MA Couture Crafting. I think I'm going to set up a section just for QuiltCon. I mean, I know it's going to be in the events if it's not in the event section right now, but I think I'm going to just set up a thread for QuiltCon because QuiltCon is such a big deal. And going and finding roommates and knowing what classes people are taking and who's attending, that can be fun. And you might not know anybody, you might be uncomfortable, and over there, it's a good time. What's up, Terry? So yeah, think about joining the Pop Quilter Community. We have people who pop in for a month, pop out, do what you want to do. Just come play. Also, what else? I think that's it. So let's take a look at QuiltCon. Let's see what we got going on. Let's see. All right. I'm going to throw you this one over here to this screen, and we're going to check out QuiltCon. So this is the QuiltCon page. Let me tell you, the first thing you want to do is join the Modern Quilt Guild if you are thinking about going. Join for sure. What's up, Allie? You will get first pick on classes. So if you're thinking about taking classes, join the Modern Quilt Guild so that you get to pick your classes before everybody else. That's the number one thing, because these classes are going to go like hotcakes. What's up, Carolyn? Ooh, but you love hearing all about it? Okay, well, let's talk about it. People come over and they travel to QuiltCon because it is that big of a deal. Let's see, QuiltCon. Let's see, registration opens Wednesday, July 31st at 10 a.m. You guys, when I tell you at 10 a.m., that's what time you want to be on. That's what time you want to be hitting the button. That's what time you want to know, which you really, it's that serious. These classes go like that. Not all of them, but a lot of them, and the ones with the super popular instructors are going to go fast. So this one is happening in Phoenix. It's happening in 267 days, which is actually next year. And you're like, is it that serious? Yes, it is. You want to plan, hey, I know that person right there randomly. Yeah, it's that serious. You definitely want to plan this far ahead. February 20th through the 23rd. Let's go through the challenges really quick, because they also released their challenges like a month ago or so, and I am on the late boat with that. So their American Patchwork and Quilting Transparency 2025 Quilt Challenge works with the idea of transparency. And I almost want to do one, guys. Like, I almost want to get in on this. I've got a couple ideas and I'm like, oh my goodness. Oh, good. You just joined the Silicon Valley Modern Quilt Guild. Good for you. I am so excited. Now you're going to have more quilty BFFs and we're all going to be super jealous. Um, yeah, you definitely want to do that. If you're going to take some classes, that's the first step. Get into a modern quilt guild. You don't have to join an actual guild. I don't love that. I want to encourage everybody to find a guild where there are other members, but you can join as an individual too. But I don't love that. I think guilds are about community. And when you don't, then I've got issues with that. So yes, do that. I'm glad that you've done that. Wyndham. So here's the next challenge, the Wyndham. And you can use 3 of the 6 colors in this palette. I don't know. I want people to use all 6 colors. I don't know why. And I know immediately which colors I would omit from this palette. But even still, I really like to see people use them all. It's really cool though. When you walk through that section, everybody's palette is the same. So you get to see, I don't know. It's just a different vibe in that section, but it's a big deal. And then you have the QuiltCon 2025 Community Outreach Challenge. Love this section. Do you know they have modern quilt guilds all over the world? It's not just a US thing. So I love that. Love it, love it, love it. You can find, oh my goodness, Florida is jam-packed with quilt stores. So I'm sure there are guilds there. Like, I'm sure, Allie. There are so many quilt stores in Florida. It's insane. Oh, this is interesting. So the Modern Quilt Guild is doing a low volume member exhibit, which is funny because last year I think it was maximalism. So that's interesting. It's like the exact opposite. Low volume. I feel like in that section I'm going to want to speak in hushed tones. So these are the challenges. If you would like to get in on this, the entries will close October 31st. Get to it. Get to it. Get to it. Oh, I can't wait. I'm very excited about this palette right here. This is the QuiltCon Community Challenge Outreach. I like that palette. I like it. I like it. I like it. I already know the pattern that I would use for that, like instantly. Okay. And then the Transparency Challenge. Oh, the modern quiltresses are doing, oh, I can't wait. This is going to be an excellent one. This is going to be excellent. Oh my gosh, Allie. I did a quilt run. I accidentally ended up where was I? In Florida, in Orlando. And the time that I went was right after QuiltCon. And it turns out that there is a shop hop going on around that same time. And I just joined the shop hop and just hopped around. And I must have hit like 10 stores. So I'm sure I filmed it. So check it out. My favorite store in Florida of all time was Quilts and Lace. Quilts and Lace is, it's like the best store ever. So check them out. All right. So those are the QuiltCon challenges. Now let's go on ahead and look at who's a featured lecturer this year. Tara Fonin, the one who does all the things with color. Okay, cool. She's the one who pulled that palette. Okay. So Tara Fonin. Oh, people love Tara Fonin. Oh, they can't get enough of Tara Fonin. I think I've taken a lecture with her. I know she's been to our guild before, and it's a big deal. People love Tara Fonin. Cool. That should be great. I'm curious to know what she talks about. All right, what did I say? We're looking for the classes, the schedule. Let's look at this schedule. The interactive schedule, yay. Registration opens for Modern Quilt Guild members July 31st. I cannot stress that enough. Be a member so that you can get, if you're going to take a class. If you're not taking classes and you're in the area, you really can do this show in one day. It's not a big deal. To just do one day. Before I got into this, I would just come in, like the Pasadena show was the first show that I ever went to. Me and mom came in, we did the show, and then I went home and I felt good, but it is like an all day kind of thing, depending upon if you want to see the vendors and the actual exhibit. You want to do it for the entire day, but you can do just one day. If you're thinking about taking lectures and classes, that's a whole nother thing. And actually, I got a comment that people wanted to know how to get, how to con, how to do these cons. And so that's going to be a separate video where I really dig into it, about how I'm going to approach this, or how you should approach attending a convention, because I do conventions, like really do them. So that'll be something different. Right now, we are just lightly going over QuiltCon. They just dropped the schedule. I'm curious to know what the schedule looks like, who's doing what. And I want to jot down a couple of things. Then I want to calculate how much all this is going to cost me. I forget the daily. I forget how much it is daily. I usually get a lecture package. Oh, wait a minute. How much is the lecture pass this year? Because the lecture pass last year was expensive, like expensive. And I couldn't make it make sense for me. So let's see do they have the lecture pricing? Here we go. Okay, so a 4-day show pass, $50. A single show day ticket is $18. The lectures, oh my gosh, $326 for a 4-day lecture pass, which means you can go to all the lectures. It does not include the special presentation from the featured artist. My goodness, $326. A day pass for a lecture is $126. Saturday lecture pass is $108, and a Sunday lecture pass is $72. Oh, wow. I think the first year that I did a lecture pass, it was like $150, which I didn't bat an eye. When you start talking about $326, I'm going to comb through, see which lectures I really want, calculate it, and see if it makes sense. $326 is expensive. Let's see, we've got Tara Fonin. Her presentation is $22. I should not say I seem to have missed the featured artists, like, for the past couple of years. And honestly, it works great for filming, but I don't know that that's what I'm supposed to be doing. So I really need to pay attention to that. And they have a streaming lecture pass for $265. Oh, so now we can do it online. That's pretty cool, actually, for those of you guys who cannot attend. So a 6-hour workshop is going to be $240. A 3-hour workshop is $120. What is a muffins and mingle? That looks like fun. I want to eat a muffin and mingle. Special exhibit tours. Okay, $45. I think Mary Fonz does an exhibit tour every year, which is kind of cool. Deals. Members also receive 20% off their workshop and lecture and special exhibit purchases if purchased during the early bird registration, which ends November 30th. Good to know. They've got the event goodie bags. All Modern Quilt Guild members who register by November 30th and select the 4-day show pass will receive the pass for free. What? They cannot receive the show pass for free and will have to pay the full prices. What pass? I don't know what they're talking. Oh, the early bird. I don't know what that's talking about exactly. Service fees, QuiltCon refunds, and cancellations. My goodness. How come I don't see the online workshop prices here? It's all right. I know they did it last year. Oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness. My allergies today have been just terrible. Excuse me. Man, 326 feels like a lot. And I love the lectures. I'm not so much a class girl as I am a lecture girl. I've taken a couple classes, and what I don't enjoy is coming home with the project partially finished. That does not make me happy. It does not bring me joy. But learning techniques sometimes is kind of cool. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel this year, but right now I'm kind of not feeling classes. All right, let's see this schedule. All right, so they have that early bird tour that Mary Fonz does. We have One Block Four Ways. Is that Libs? Who's the, yeah, Libs. I just saw that she was doing that on Instagram. And this is all on Thursday. Wear that quilt, Bianca Springer. That's Thanks I Made It. I might want to. Oh, this is a lecture. Individual lecture. 8:30 a.m. Mountain Time. Oh, this means that I'm gonna have to. I really want to see this by her. She is the queen of turning a quilt into a garment. She's the queen of inspiring people to want to make garments, and I don't think I can miss that. Which means now I start my show on Thursday, which is like, oh. All right. So what am I doing? I am writing down the ones that I think I might want to attend. I suggest you do the same. I mean, not right now, but just in general, comb it, go through, click the things. If we click this here, lecture, it'll tell us the non-member price, the member price until November 30th. So this is a $12 fee. It's a lecture. She's going to discuss adding quilted and patchwork textiles, old and new, into garment making, make a statement with just a small accent, or create a completely pieced garment. Yeah, she's the queen of this. She's killing it too. All right, so there's that. Special exhibit tour, another one with Mary Fonz. Now, why would I do it at 7:45 when I could do it at 9 a.m.? Designs quilts with Affinity designer Kieran Bolin. Check out these colors too. I know there is a key somewhere that tells us what these colors are for. I think maybe green is Thursday. I don't know. Don't get me to telling a story right now, guys. This is my first time combing it. You guys are seeing me see it for the first time. There will be another video that is less jibber jabber and whatnot. But right now, I'm just seeing what I see. Freestyle improv play, Sarah Hibbert. So if I click on their name, Yasmin says click on their name, it will show. It sure does. Nice. Look at this. This is fun. She's about that improv life. Oh, and get you there and to their website. Okay, I see you, QuiltCon. In past years, people have complained about the website, but this looks great. It seems to be very easy. Now, when it comes time to purchase, I don't know what we're working with, but last year was better than the year before. So we're just going to assume that everything's going to be fine. How to Quilt It, Made Modern. Oh, Daniel Owen Hastings. I am a fan with the capital F. I enjoy David. I took a class. I took a lecture. I enjoy him quite a bit. Inspired Stitchcraft Embroidery with Artistic Inspiration. I took a class. She's so good at embroidery. So good. I mean, if they didn't have her as a teacher, it would be a travesty because her embroidery, look at that. She's so good. So good at what she does. It's so funky and modern. I enjoyed that class. So much so that I would actually be willing to do it again. I was thinking about doing an intro to cross stitch. I bought a couple of cross stitch patterns recently. I don't know why, but I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. And so I saw this one as a maybe. Mono printing. Oh, I love mono printing. Surface design. Are they actually going to mono print? They are. It looks like you will. That could be fun. Anybody tried mono printing? It could be good. Who is this with? Karen Lewis. I'm not familiar with Karen Lewis. Okay. That could be a good time. I'm just writing down stuff. Cross stitch. Mono printing. Learning a new technique. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to class it up. I don't know. Because if you want to annoy me, have me bring in materials with me. And oh my goodness, it's a lot. It's a lot. And I bought all these materials one time and we didn't use them. And I was just, I don't know. Pixels for success. Finer points of pixel design. Improv with dramatic negative space. Stitch lengths and smoothness. Huh. Oh, Christina Camelli. Big name. Concentric circles, reverse applique. Let's see. Is there a picture of it? No. Interesting. You know, it's funny. I was thinking of something way more traditional, and I don't know why, because we are obviously in the Modern Quilt Guild. This is interesting. Reverse applique. This is interesting. Satomi Hoar. Something about that is calling me. Double wedding ring. I want to do one. Let's see what hers looks like. Is it the OG double wedding ring? Yeah. Nice. That class is probably going to sell out within moments. Masterclass needle turn applique. Sashiko core and essence. Sheer and layer. That could be interesting. Not what I meant to click. This could be interesting, especially seeing as all that this year is about transparency. And here I see some serious work with transparency. It's funny, when they mentioned transparency, I immediately thought about piecing, but I didn't think about actually letting the fabric do some of the transparency work in the design. This is why I love what we do, guys. What a time to be alive in this world. You know, there is a person who has entered something recently, not recently, for the past couple of years, and they actually are working with netting, a couple of different layers, I think, of netting. And they probably, I'm sure, will do another piece this year. They have for the past 2 years. And that could be interesting in the transparency section too. All right, we've got shear and layer, tackling equilateral triangles. Oh, I saw this. I saw Jemima, is it Jemima? I saw this picture on her Instagram and thought, well, that's awesome. Boy, this looks like fun. There's a lot of stuff that looks interesting. Good on them. We're not even, what are we, at 9 o'clock on Thursday still? The violet backpack. Oh, we got bag making in there. Watch out there now. Watch out there. I wonder what machine they're working on to do a backpack. I am very particular about my bag making and what machine I use. By this, you'll have gained the skills and confidence to create your own quilted backpack. Does that mean I'm not sewing? Huh. Traditional riffs. What does that mean? Maritza Soto. Whoa. Dynamic improv piecing and excellent modern quilting design. Take a traditional blocker motif, limiting ourselves to the following motifs in interest in narrowing our focus. Log cabins. 8-point star. Well, I saw that I saw that Bernina and Handy Quilter are like platinum level contributors. So I don't know. I can't remember if Janome was on there too. I don't know. I don't know what machines, and I can't remember what machines we used for the classes that I've taken in the past. I honestly do not remember. Publishing boundaries. Is that a lecture? What is that? What are they talking about? Oh, pushing boundaries. Where did I see publishing? Pushing boundaries. Well, okay. I think think these are all supposed to be different colors because I remember last time the key, maybe we'll see what happens when we get to a different day, but befriending colors. Is that a lecture? I want to befriend. Oh, Carolina Onito. I believe I've taken a lecture with her before. Chromatic Alchemy. That's a cute name of a class. I want to take it just because of the name. The power of color composition, creative and colorful clamshells, chromatic alchemy. I want to look into that. Great name. Of Salt and Spirit, Black Quilters in the American South. Oh, that seems like a heavy lecture. Maybe not. Maybe not. Auditioning your quilting stitches with Procreate. That's interesting. That's with Bobby G. Okay, I see you, Bobby. Bobby has made those circle quilts that I like. Let's see. Beginning collage. Yvonne. From paper to fabric. That might be fun. Maybe I will do a kind of the mono printing and the paper collage and maybe some embroidery. I don't know. Courthouse Whimsy. Let's see what the sample for that looks like. I like some courthouse steps. Oh, that's pretty. Lorena Uarte. Are we still on Thursday? We are. Design an original modern quilt with FPP. That right there might be worth its weight in gold. People are constantly talking about FPP and trying to figure out how to design it. So that might be an awesome one to take. Intro to quilting with rulers. Oh, this is on a domestic. Interesting. Okay. Off the grid improv design. Turning your quilt into cross stitch. Cross stitch is very popular right now. Do you guys think cross stitch is making a comeback? Patchwork Sashiko clothing embellishment. Transform your quilts with 11s. Huh? This is a design. I like design classes. Just be careful, guys. I took a class that was late and it ended at like 9 p.m. And you know what? I honestly was dozing. So it's a long day. It's a hard day. Just be careful with the times that you choose. Perfecting pieces, tips and tricks of the trade. Perfecting piecing tips. Pixel quilts. Enough said. I don't know what this means. Oh, it's specifically about this person named Questra Benberry. Oh, like a history class. Okay. Thursday evening class. Those 6 to 9 classes. Those right there. Be careful. Be careful. Make sure you're ready for it. Have your coffee. Maybe don't do it every single night. I'm telling you, I am not the only person to say it. Although there's that chromatic alchemy. Complex. Let's see what it's about. A workshop for quilters who want to explore the magical effects of color in their creations. Through fun paper exercises, participants will learn how different colors work together to create vibrant and captivating effects. This workshop will inspire quilters to see color in a whole new light. I love a class about color. $100, $96. Courthouse Whimsy again. Is that twice in the same day? She's working. Creating scrappy pieced pouches. Oh, that could be cute. Everybody came out of this one class with these pouches, and I was like, what is everybody doing? Everybody just had these super cute pouches. Last year, was it last year? No, the year before. The year before last. Everybody. So pouches will probably be really cool. That's probably a project that you can finish in a day. It's cute too. Those are so cute. I like them. Fifth Avenue sling bag. Jessica, hey, that's Sally Tomato, I think. Pretty sure that's Sally Tomato. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Freestyle improv play. This is all still Thursday. You guys, this is a lot. This is a lot. Fussy cut. Oh, hey, we got to talk about this one. This is my friend. She has a 6 to 9 slot. These are those serial killer labels that I tell everybody about. This one says by Lisa Sea to Sky. She does these labels. People go crazy for them. People love fussy cut labels. Love them, love them, love them. I think this class is going to do really well. Good for her. This is her first time teaching at QuiltCon. Jen Kingwell. Okay, what's she doing? Hand quilting, tradition, and techniques. That class will go within seconds. Improv X inserts. Portraiture using 2 fabrics. Let's see what the picture looks like. Leo Ranson. Is he the guy that did that? Oh, I can't remember. Was it Martin Luther King? I don't know, but I know I've seen Leo's stuff here before, and I think he taught a class before. Might be really good. Precision piecing, building blocks, principles of foundation paper piecing and design. Melissa De Leon. Man, she's just a good teacher. She's just a good lecturer. You can't go wrong with her. Say yes to Y seams, Bobby. Oh my goodness, Y seams. Swap a block, screen printing. I might want to do that. What's up, Share Bear? I'm just reading and looking at this for the first time. All right, and then we've got another lecture, backing, binding, batting beauty. Ooh, that was a lot. That was all just Thursday. Goodness gracious. That was a lot. No, these colors are not supposed to all be green. I refuse to believe that. Every color is supposed to be different. Something's funky. Foundation paper piecing, 1 block 4 ways. So we got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Not just another coat. That's Rachel D.K. Clark. If you haven't seen her coats in person, you should. They are amazing. Special exhibit tour. Color craft. Inspiring and crafting your palette. Inspiration and crafting your palette. That's a heck of a palette right there. Boy, I like that palette. Right in here got real juicy. Huh. That looks like fun. Of course it does, because it's color. Writing it down. Taylor KRZ. That's a cute last name. This is on a Friday at 9 to 12. Contemporary stitches, modern hand quilting. Curvelitos, the smaller sibling to curvlets. I know who's going smaller than a curvlet? Who? Oh my goodness. Is this the lady that did all of those and won the viewer's choice? Chris, that's happened to me. I don't I got, yeah, and I didn't love it. I did not love, my expectations were not met with that, which is probably why I think I've been kind of turned off of classes ever since then. I have to be reasonable with I have to really look at what the class is. What do I want to do? What is it that I'm trying to get out of the class? I love color, right? And I'm pretty darn good with playing with color. It's something that I feel confident in. And yet, of course, all the classes that I want to take are about color. Am I going to get something out of that? Or am I just giving this nice person 100 of my hard-earned dollars to go look and play with color, you know? So I have to think, am I trying to get something out of this? Do I think that, I've got to really stop and think about, that you cannot reasonably come out in one day with a quilt. This is a 3-yard quilt. So, it just, I don't know. There was a year that I went to QuiltCon when I spent a bunch of money and I came out not feeling like it was worth it for me. The classes were worth it for me. So I just want to be sure that, and I spent so much money on the materials to not do anything with them. So it's just something that I want you guys to continue to think about too. I don't want you guys to be in that position where you come out feeling like, oh, I want you to come out thinking, yay, this was so much fun. Drawing and mark making for quilters. That's Ebon. I knew who that was without even looking at it. Fundamentals of hand quilting. Layered walking foot quilting. David Owen Hastings. Nice. 2 methods for creating your pixel quilts. Portraiture. Sashiko. Taco love pouch. What does that look like? It's like a clamshell, but a taco. Lena Owen. Techniques and troubleshooting for FPP success. Using AI in your creative quilting process. That might be interesting. Circle secrets, conquer alternate grid work. Line and line again. What's that about? Oh my goodness. It is materials fees. I love when I see stuff like this on jeans, or I love that. Oh, I like that so much. I took a class with, what is her name? She's probably teaching. Watch, we'll probably stumble upon her, that dealt with bias tape work. Enjoyed it. Verushka. Foundation paper piecing fun. People love taking classes with Verushka. If you guys get a chance, this one might be a really good one to do. Verushka Zarate, the FPP queen, quiltress. Take your free motion quilting to the next level. How do you find the time? Somebody recently told me to name a video that, because it's a thing. Maybe I should do a version of how do you find the time. Color play beyond color theory. MJ Kinman. What does the picture look like? Oh, there's no picture. They're not comfortable selecting colors. Yeah. The future of quilting laser cutting. Really? I wonder what I'd like to. Obviously, I just want to take all Bianca's classes, and I might do that. I wonder what laser cutter she uses. What's up, Lori? I'm just going through and acquainting myself with this QuiltCon schedule. This is my first time seeing it, so I'm not doing anything special. I'm not digging deep yet. I'm just lightly looking to see what's going on here. Atelier, English paper piecing, design a medallion. What does your medallion look like? Interesting. The minute she said medallion, I thought circle. And yet, here it is. It is not a circle. Still medallion feel, but not a circle. What did I just learn? Medallions do not have to be circles. Just like that. Foundation paper piece and curves. Steph Scardall. That class, that's a big name. How to Quilt It. Made Modern. David Owen Hastings, Improv, Piece to Your Life. I'm surprised that I'm not seeing more lectures that I want. See, I almost gave these people $326 for one lecture. I only have one lecture written down. Patchwork, Sashiko method, tips and tricks for fussy cutting success, using AI, boho fusion. I knew it was Nicole. Oh, I love her stuff. Curves and transparency, improv self-portrait, organic curves, the violet backpack, the power of color composition, improv throughout time, Navajo quilt project. Yeah, none of these lectures are calling me just yet. Audition your design a medallion. Okay, a lot of repeats. This is a lot of, some people are teaching a lot in one day. Teach the same class back to back. That's a lot. Fussy cut letter labels, improv gems, intro to quilting with rulers, mega pineapple block, mono printing, scrappy embroidered patchwork garment, stitching for self-care, thread raise, a unique quilting treatment. What is that? No picture. I want to see. Machine quilting effect using extended thread tails left exposed instead of buried. Oh, here. Yeah, she left them exposed. I wonder if they must be trapped because they're giving shape. So they're trapped underneath the other quilting. Huh. That's pretty cool. Fussy cutting success, aesthetics of stitching from a Sashiko artisan. Why do we stitch? Yeah, guys, I have seen one lecture for 2 days for me. And that doesn't mean that I'm cooking through it too. So I'd actually go see Rachel's lecture on her jackets. Not that I haven't seen it like 5 times before, but it's that good. All right, another Mary Fonz tour. You can catch it every morning. I should catch one of those. Blueprint quilting, Anna Maria Perry. What's blueprint quilting? You're mapping it out? Beyond Basic Blocks in EQ8. Bobby. Botanical Blueprints. Canopy type process. Huh. What's a cyanotype? The color sign. I don't know what's going on with me in these glasses. Okay. Demystifying curved piecing. Design an original modern quilt with FPP. Embroidered handwork. Hand piecing. Improv. That was a challenge. I think 2 years ago, it was the X challenge to incorporate an X into your work, I believe. Needle turn applique and modern quilts. That could be interesting. There's got to be a better, easier way to do needle turn applique. In my mind. In my mind. I don't know. Piecing, precision piecing building blocks, step-by-step, raw edge applique. I love some raw edge. It's faster. I like the look of a turned edge, but raw edge, you just slap it on there and go. And go. Maximalist piecing. Yes. Bombastic but structured. It's a heck of a way to describe it. I like it. Thinking outside the block, a designer's guide. Where are the lectures? All about hand piecing, design and construct your own PPP. If you can quilt, you can make lounge pants. I already knew this was Bianca's, just because I'm pretty sure she said that to me. She was like, really? All those seams and you can't run, I think it's like 4 or 5 seams for some pants. Yeah. No, she said it to me. Road trip, foundation, paper piecing, fun, dementals. Fast piecing, using fabric to layer a portrait. Unlocking Mexican textiles and embroidered secrets. Quilt is art. Valuing our work. Oh, that's the main lecture. Color craft, discovering inspiration and crafting your palette. Complex alternate grid work with curves and EQ8. Inspired stitchcraft, mastering the art of hand piecing. Needle turn applique, pixels for success. Swap a block, screen printing. Ooh, pretty. Open up the world of screen printing to students. Okay. In this process, everyone will each print up 24/5. Wow, that's a lot of printing. Good. That's enough to make a quilt. Chaos with a twist. Collage to quilt. Creative and colorful clamshells. Oh, those are pretty. Off the beaten path. Textures from nature. Creating modern. Yeah, I like it. I'm here for it. I love to make up a word. Traditional quilt blocks. Transform of a modern quilt design. Her use of words. That's the one who used the word bombastic, right? She can describe some stuff. Playing with pixels. A new deal for quilts. From paper to fabric. I think I am going to take an Yvonne class. I think that's the mood that I'm in. Now, will I be in that mood in February? Hopefully. Mastering the art of hand piecing. Starting small to overcome your fear. It's an improv. Interesting. Patchwork, sashiko. Step by step, raw edge applique, techniques and troubleshooting. Black quilts, life and literature. Man, I want these lectures to be calling me, and they're not. I want them to. Like, I wanted to give them $300, but I've seen one, maybe 2 lectures. Breaking out of the quarter circle. Another special tour. Beyond basic blocks and EQ8. This is the last day. This is Sunday. Botanical blueprints. Chromatic alchemy. Contemporary stitches. Creating scrappy piece pouches. Fifth Avenue sling bag. We saw that bag already, right? Did we look at the bag? Oh, yeah. It's that one. I swear that's Sally Tomato. Hand quilting tradition and techniques. A new way to create sparkling gem blocks. Really? Oh, yeah, that is a new way. I don't recall it looking like that before. Libs is doing the mega pineapple block. Layered walking foot. What is her mega pineapple block? Oh, a very large pineapple block. Super big. Off the grid improv design. Ordered improv. Scrappy embroidered patchwork. Stitch length and smoothness. What is this? What is the stitch length? Oh. I must say, I'm enjoying that quilting. Where are we? Structure chaos, the maximalist. I want this to be a lecture. Improv, thinking outside the box, the block, a designer's guide, thread raise, mending your community. What's that about? An informative discussion on the ways you can bring your skills into your community and create change. Limit yourself and grow creatively. That might be interesting. Putting some limits to your quilting. Ancient to modern, Mexico's red dye, and the most exquisite red quilts. Are these all lectures on Sunday? Talk like an artist. That actually looks cool. Yeah, those were all the lectures. Those were a lot of lectures. Huh. And that is QuiltCon in a nutshell. What are you guys thinking? Did anything jump out at anybody? Like really jump out at anybody? When I figure out what it is, I will tell you guys what I'm really thinking about taking and doing and all of that. I'll let you guys know. I will probably be there all 4 days. There's no way that I can get all my recording work done and play and not do that. But that's me. Based on what I saw, if I was not doing that, I probably could do a day, maybe two, and not do all four. Yeah, take a class one day, enjoy the show another, meet some friends, play around a little bit. And you guys always be aware that there are like gatherings that are going on after QuiltCon. Like our guild holds one that everybody's invited to, like anybody and everybody, which we love doing because just random people pop in and we hang out and just know there are like other little events like that around. I'm hoping that the people who did this last year, who put on QuiltCon rejects, they took the people who were rejected and did their own show. I hope they do that again. Oh my goodness, I think it was genius, and I really want to make a point to go by if they're doing that again. So something else to kind of keep an eye out for. What else? I don't know. That was a lot, and not so much at the same time. I do like the fact that if you can't catch something on one day, you probably have an opportunity to catch it on another. It's not like they just have one time, with a lot of this stuff. So that's good. Yeah, meeting up with the community peeps. Oh, I should do a meetup. You're right. I don't, Terry, I forget. I forget. Yeah. I will probably do what I did last year, which is just invite everybody to the LA MQG one and do my meet and greet there, meet and greet, my meetup there, and we can all chill. On-site registration. Yeah. I will do another video where we go through what it looks like, what happens, getting there, registering, all that stuff. I wish I had thought about this moment last year and I would have actually vlogged the whole thing. But what, no worries. I have tons of videos on QuiltCon and the years that I've done it, which have all changed over the years. But yeah, I have just overwhelmed myself. And now I need to go back and figure out what I want to do. If you're thinking about joining any of these challenges, please read and find out when the entries open and all that kind of stuff and all the things. Ruby and B solids. I can't wait to see what people do with this. I got nothing though. Nothing's coming to me, but that transparency, I'd like to play with it a little bit. But when am I going to have time to do that? What classes we taking? Orlando. What's up, Orlando? I don't know. I just overwhelmed myself by looking at it. This is my first time looking at the schedule at all. I hadn't looked at it at all. I didn't know who was doing what. And so I've overwhelmed myself. But I'm thinking it's going to be more of a E-Bond and Bianca Springer kind of thing, I think. I want to do some mark making on paper, and I do want Bianca to tell me about turning turning quilts into clothing. I'm really digging. I don't really want to wear a full quilt, but there are some statement pieces that I'd like to bring to fruition, and I'd like to know a little bit more about garment construction, and I think I'm going that direction. I can kind of feel it. So we'll see. So I'm thinking that Ebon, and then I saw some stuff about color that I think might be kind of interesting. So I guess, you know what? I'm over here talking crap, but you know what? There are some classes that I think called me. I just hate that the lectures didn't. I love taking lectures. Orlando, did you look to see what you're going to take? Are you doing some more quilting stuff? Even though you're like the world's greatest quilter? If you guys have quilts, send them to Orlando. He is Quiltisaurus. I think it's Quiltisaurus on Instagram. And he's kind of amazing. And he's always super busy. He makes me think I can be a quilter. Orlando, anything pop out at you though? Have you decided? Did you look at the schedule? Did you run to see it when they released it? Let's see here. I need to get my hotels and stuff. I haven't done any of that. And I know I'm going. We all know I'm going. Where is Chris? There was one lady that kept popping up. Taylor Chris. Bobby G. I want to do this. Yeah, that EPP does sound cool. You're right. People have been really into that lately. It's very on trend. Yeah, taking a bunch of classes is a lot. I did that one year. It was a lot of it. It's hard to like not just stop and talk to people for me. You know, that's all I really want to do anyway. So maybe I will limit myself to just one, maybe two classes. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Yeah, I'm thinking I might take this class here. Oh, an applique class. So I saw two. I saw the needle turn applique, and then I saw the raw edge applique classes. And those could be a good time. I could see that. And I like to sit and do my applique. I don't know if you know this, but I stand when I sew. And all my applique work is done sitting down, and it's fun. It's relaxing. I enjoy it. I'm getting ready to do some applique. If it's not this week, it'll be the week after next, but we'll see. I'm getting ready to do some Dresden work. What else? All right, guys, that's it. I just wanted to go through the schedule and see what they've got going on. That was just my first look. I will go back through and make more notes and see if stuff is, catching my eye that did not originally catch my eye. But I'm thinking Ebon might be a fun time. One class is good for you. I have a terrible memory too. I get it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there are any. I gotta go through it again, like I said, and see what's what. But yeah, y'all, that is the things. Yeah, yeah, I know. I knew it was you. The minute I saw it, I was like, "Yep, this is for Terry." I knew you would like it. I knew you would like it. All right, guys, I am about to call it. This is interesting. Tell me in the comment section your thoughts. I hope you guys put this on the background and just hang out with me. I hope I get to keep you guys company. And again, I will come back with a formal, this is how to do QuiltCon, or this is how I do QuiltCon. These are the classes that I'm going to take. These are the shoes that I'm going to wear. These are the places that I think you should stay. I'll come back with one of those. All right, y'all. I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.